What up, YouTube? It's your girl, Mirror Bear Blows, and I'm here to tell you I had a great day. And besides that, I also have some exciting news. I'm on a train station, and I'm trying to lose this, but also, I seen a movie, Us. Excuse me while I take off my socks. Because I'm slipping. Oh, I can't get up. Alright, that's better. So, I've seen the movie Us. And this is not like a review, it's more like my opinion on the movie. So, the director is Jordan Peele. It's a great movie. In my opinion, it's better than Get Out. For reasons, that's my opinion. Don't blow my head up for that. But I enjoyed it because, better than Get Out, because one, the movie, like the premise of it, I don't want to do any spoilers. I probably might spoil it. I don't care if you didn't see the movie, shame on you. But it's like a family. The main character, she was going to the beach with her family, and her parents are having some relationship issues, to tell you the truth. And the dad ignores, the mom has to go to the bathroom, the dad ignores her, the main character, and instead of watching her, he continues playing the game, and then she finds this like fun house, and the fun house has some type of trippy dippy thing going on, because that's what causes the story to begin. So long story short, this movie is great in my okay, in my opinion, I should get a chair, but for now, it's the edge of the bed. I'm gonna call it the edge of the bed review. I hope I remember that. But in all seriousness, this movie got me thinking, like, from the point of the Thriller shirt to the point of the other tethers holding hands. At first I thought it was about Native Americans. I know that's like, what are you talking about? But at the same time, it was just a thought in my head, especially at the ending rolling credits. It was like, and then the Red was talking about the tether of the main character, the main protagonist. I do quotations for a reason, but she's mentioning about how they're humans too, and they've been here, but they're not here without the other person. So it's trippy in a way, because I'm thinking this could be about Native Americans, because they've been here before too, and then their land was taken from them, just like their identities as a tether was taken from them as well. But I guess I went too into it. I don't want to say deep, because I don't think that was like a lot of people was thinking, but maybe it went over my head in that sense. But when I got other people's opinion, I was like, oh, that's true. Well, one of my friends was saying that at the end, everybody's talking about the end. Nobody's talking about the whole movie. Not true, but it's like it connects to the Thriller, which Jordan Peele does mention, that when you see the Thriller t-shirt and then I forgot her name, starts with an A, but the main character is when she looks at the sun, Jason, when she looks at him and they looked at each other like, and the sun's like, it was pretty much saying, oh, is she really the tether, or is she really the main protagonist? We don't know. Or maybe she's the villain. And then, spoiler alert, Jordan Peele even said, it looked like I was about to fall, that we are the monster. That's what us is about. Mind blown! So, that's just a short-lived one. The movie isn't it's not extremely long, but it gets to the point. And I'm thinking, after watching, I should do a comparison of I feel like there shouldn't be a comparison, I should say, to Get Out and I almost forgot. I was about to say Tether. Get Out and Us, because they're two different types of movies and two different art, like two forms of art that should be shown. Not like, oh, this one's better, this one's good, even though I said that I've liked Us better than Get Out, because Us showing that there's we are the monster is a great premise. Like, people hide behind a mask and show their daily life. Just for instance, Facebook, we show that we are these people that are so perfect, or we appear to be having our best lives, but are we really? And I thought that was really great premise of, if you want to look deeper into this Us, we are the monsters. Because in the movie, they never hurt anyone that, like, no, they did kill the family. Like, the white family was murdered by themselves, but the original family was never hurt. And they were just saying that they wanted to live too, but they never got the chance. They only lived out every single second of the person's life. And you can think of so many other ways of putting that into a perspective of someone in the real world. Like, so much envy in the world of, oh, somebody who is rich and somebody who's poor. Somebody would be envious of being someone that's rich, would wish that they had that type of money, that type of lifestyle, and a lot of people don't. Even just to have money in general is like a hard commodity. So there's a lot to think of in that movie, where not only is it just about them breaking it into parts. You can go on forever talking about this movie, and that's why it's so great. So besides that, I've been writing and I'm trying to do a performance. Hopefully I will be able to. I think I've talked about fear on this channel before. It is something that we all have. Whether you are scared of riding a bike, skating, or taking a big test, or asking that girl out, asking that guy out, who cares? Whatever your preference is. We all have fears or nervousness, and I would like to one day break the fear of going on stage. I know that Will Smith did a bucket list of going on stage and doing jokes. And I want to do that. Not because of him, but I inspired to do something like that. I did mine late. And I'm not going to say, oh, he stole my idea. Because anyone can do a bucket list like that. So, I wrote some things down, and I guess I'll do a little bit of it. And I wrote down, but I want to do it without the stuff that I wrote down. So it's funny that we are talking about people with masks and jealousy, and I always remind myself of the main thing that would have hiding masks, jealousy, nervousness, and fear would be a relationship. And the crazy thing about relationships, it's so emotional. There's all these types of feelings, and one thing I know that I've had was a few heartbreaks, but now I'm in a maintained relationship that I'm so happy with. And I gotta say, without my what I call experiences, I would not know how to even care for somebody correctly. So I'm so glad that I've had these experiences, or what I would like to call my exes. Let's get to the point. I had an ex. He was horrible. Horrible. And that's all I'm going to say. But seriously, I've learned a lot from that ex. He was terrible. He didn't break me or anything. I'm not miserable. I don't feel any evil content towards him. I just don't want him around me anymore. I moved on. But I did want to mention some experiences I had with him. Like, for instance, where we met wasn't your average place. We met at a rehabilitation center. Now you may be thinking, oh my god, Mira Fox, you were on drugs? But no, I wasn't on drugs. I was going there for my mental illness. And I just met him out of the blue. I thought he was funny. He did impressions of Robert De Niro and Eddie Murphy, and I thought it was neat. But I didn't know below the surface there was some darkness in him. Besides his complexion. No, that's terrible. But he, I didn't think he loved himself enough to love someone else, you know what I mean? Because he would do very odd things to show that he didn't want to be in a relationship. And because we both were in mental health situation, he was like, not taking his meds and doing these weird things. He loved rap, loved music, and that was something that we had in common. The one thing we didn't have in common was that he wasn't taking his medication. I was. And he thought he was a rapper. It's different from knowing that you can rap, or you can spit some rhymes, write some rhymes and stuff like that. But he thought he was an actual rapper. And the actual rapper he thought he was Biggie Smalls. So it was kind of like, really? You think you're Notorious B.I.G.? Mind you, this fella is 5'3". Well, actually, my ex was 6'4" and weighed like 180. So it was like, come on, man, you're not Biggie Smalls. And for one thing, if you were Biggie Smalls, you wouldn't be with me. You'd be with Faith Evans and Little Kim. So, it was strange. He would be on the block, on the corner, wearing a vest with no shirt in the wintertime, and it's like, what are you doing? I remember my dad met him for the first time, and excuse me, he introduced himself, and my dad saw that he was wearing a leather goose down winter coat in the summer. It was 98 degrees outside, and he was just like, "Are you okay? You're not hot?" He's like, "No, actually, I wear this because the sweat cools down and all that." And my dad's looking at him like how I'm looking at the camera, like, what? So it was very odd because of the fact that he had this explanation and it didn't make any sense to no one but himself. If you are that deep into this conclusion that you made up in your head, some type of science, then go with it. And he definitely went with it. And it was just like, he was bigger than himself. And I don't mean size. I feel like he had the biggest ego. He can probably compete with Kanye West and Donald Trump. Just my opinion. So I'm glad I'm out of that relationship, because it got from bad to worse very quickly. Within, mind you, we were only together for 6 months. So that's a short period of time. And I'm glad I realized that he wasn't the one for me when, like, things just hit the fan. And besides that, it just wouldn't have worked out, because he was taking I had allergies, and he was swearing he was a drug dealer as well. And it was like, why are you taking my Benadryl and selling them? These aren't perks. What are you doing? I don't know. Well, thanks guys for listening. Like and subscribe. Comment if you thought that was funny, or whatever you want to do. And enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.